Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. And the Hilltoppers will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So FIU's offense will have the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that...
He's got it down the left. Hits the crease. Touchdown, FIU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
7, Western Kentucky, 0.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Western Kentucky's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Beebe. Strong, firm tackle. The Hilltoppers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires and picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They'll operate out of split backs. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Crane. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. FIU will line up to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program is because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reese. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the first quarter still. He's been getting open. He's been making catches. At some point, the defense may have to start triple covering this guy.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes the offense on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's inside the 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to slam it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off the boot, looking for his man. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be bigger.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. Tight end now in motion. Got it back on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida International.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The short hands, it's Freeman. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. To the ground with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He's open on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that's another FIU.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. At this point in the season, you're probably at if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like... And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll give it to the back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you...
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch near the 50. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Florida International offense is back on the field. The run from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Look out, he's got room. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the moon kind.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Quick step and go. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off-play action on 1st down. A strike downfield. Touchdown, FIU. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Snagged out of the air. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Freeman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Let's go, Panther fans. You know what to do. Get loud.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Freeman. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Now the play fake. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Panthers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Maryland. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
The Hilltoppers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it on! Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beebe. At the 35, he's open. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Hilltoppers look to keep this drive humming. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in.
That is such a good job by the defense on 3rd down in their own end, rallying to the drag throw. Lots of offenses love to throw that because oftentimes there's a pick, a guy gets free, and he's able to just walk.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Toppers.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the inside give. Give him 114 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll run the sneak for it. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the marker. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Panthers. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. They'll go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Hilltoppers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Vaughn. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Reads it, fires complete. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And that's another FIU.
Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Unloads it left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And the Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Gonna run it. It's Craig. Pushes ahead for two. They'll mark it at the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle. It's Beebe. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown, FIU! How about this defense taking one back to the house? The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 25 to NC State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. You got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Can't get him to the ground. Got room at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.